Hi guys, welcome back. Thank you for entering my lady cave where we believe self-care is more. So today you guys, we are going to talk about finding a safe space. Self-care is finding a safe space and allowing yourself to do three things: allowing yourself time to think, allowing yourself time not to think, and allowing yourself time to be alone. So right now I am in one of my safe spaces, and for some reason there's a lot of cars going by, and normally when I'm here there's really not a lot of cars that go by here, and there's a lot of like loud trucks that go by. There's one coming right now, and this is so annoying. However, bear with me and we're gonna get through this video. So, number one, allowing yourself time to think. There are times where we don't get that time to think about the things that we may need to think about, and we may be thinking about a lot of other things. So when you're alone, allowing yourself to be able to think is a way to practice self-care. Number two, allowing yourself not to think. And what I mean by that is, I mean that sometimes we get in our minds and there's too much going on, and there's clutter, and it starts to be clutter, and we can't think straight. So in order for us to think straight, we have to get those thoughts out of our minds. So sometimes we need that peace and that alone time to be able to not think. And then number three, getting that alone time. So it's wonderful to be able to be alone and not to be bothered, especially when you are practicing self-care, so that you can focus and tune in to yourself. When we are alone, we can truly be ourselves. Have you guys ever found yourself by yourself and you get to like singing or dancing in a way that you would never do if somebody was around? That's because you're alone. When you're alone, you're allowing yourself to be yourself. You're allowing yourself to focus on yourself. So I think that's really good when it comes to us taking care of ourselves. So I would suggest finding 3 different safe spaces. If you are unable to do that right now, 1 is all you need. However, I suggest 3, and we'll get into that right now. So number 1, I would suggest that you find a space that is somewhere in your home or wherever you live. This can be in a separate room, this can be in the basement, this can be in a bathroom, this can be in a sunroom. Whatever room that you feel the most safe, that you feel you can get the most alone time. Identify that, and stick to that. Also, if you may not have a home or somewhere to stay, you can get creative. If you stay with somebody else, find a space in their home. It can be anywhere, a bathroom, wherever you get alone time. You have to use the bathroom, right? So maybe it's when you use the bathroom. Maybe it's when you get in the shower and clean yourself. Whatever works for you. If you live in a shelter, do they have a bathroom? Can you lay in your bed and put the cover over your head? Wherever that may be for you. If you live in your car, it's a difference between sitting in the front seat and there's a difference between sitting in the back seat. You should try it. Maybe you should sit in the back seat. Maybe you should lay your seat down. Maybe you should lay in the back seat. There's a difference. So you can definitely get creative. It doesn't matter where you stay. You can get creative, find a safe space wherever you live, and so that place is always accessible to you in your time of needing that spot. You may not be able to go to other places at the times where you need it. So find a place that's accessible to you in your comfort zone where you live at. Number 2, find somewhere outside. Natural light just does something to you. Outside nature, it's very peaceful, especially at certain times of the day. So I like to do it in the morning. Sometimes I come out here in the afternoon. Sometimes I take a walk by my house. But finding a safe space somewhere outside, it can be a park, it can be a lake, it can be maybe a ditch, a pond, wherever it is that you can find outside. I would say find one, identify one, and stick to it. If it makes you feel at peace, stick to it. There's something about sunlight that really helps us And I believe there are studies that show that it helps with different things like depression, anxiety, and things like that. So finding a safe space outside is wonderful. Natural sunlight is wonderful. Nature is wonderful. Just make sure you identify where that is and what works for you. Number 3, I would say find somewhere at a location. So maybe it's raining outside and you really just need to get away from the house. Maybe there's people in your house, or whatever the case may be, or you just want to separate from the house because you can't collect your thoughts in your house, or you can't get rid of your thoughts in your house. Find a location. As people driving past here, I know they probably looking at me like, what is she doing? That location can be at a Starbucks, it can be at a restaurant, it can be at a bar, it can be at somebody else's home. Wherever that may be for you, find it, find it, find it, find it, okay? It does not hurt to go and sit somewhere and just get a sense of quietness. Even if that place is not quiet, I feel like certain things work differently for certain people. Maybe it helps when you're in a setting, a social setting, where you can just sit there, be quiet, and just watch people. Maybe that will gather some thoughts that you may need to have in your mind. If you are spiritual and you have a relationship with God, sometimes we need to slow ourselves down from our daily lives to allow God time to talk to us, to allow God time to come into our thoughts, to allow Him to work on us so that we can work on ourselves. So it's very important that we take a long time to be able to identify those safe spaces that work for us, whether that's 1 or 3. Whatever works for you. I would suggest 3 just because you want to be able to have that for sure safe space. So, you know, if it's raining outside or if it's cold outside, you know, you have 2 other locations you can be at. If somebody's in your home and maybe they're annoying or you don't want to be around people, you know, you have 2 other places you can be. If there's restaurants, you don't want to really be around anybody at all, there's 2 other places you can be. So it's good to have options so that you are allowing yourself that time, and you're not neglecting that because of whatever excuse. You're not neglecting. It's good to have plan A, B, C, so you won't neglect that time that you need for yourself. And that's another thing. We have to stop neglecting what we need. We need to stop neglecting what we need to practice self-care, to practice taking care of ourselves. Don't neglect it. Don't neglect it because you need it. It is very important. I'm telling you, it is very important. So find you a safe space, whether that be 1 or 3. I would suggest 3. If you only have options to do 1 or 2, fine, you have it. Find it, identify it, so that when those times come, you know exactly where to go, you know exactly what to do. Whether that's 1, allowing yourself to think, whether that's 2, allowing yourself not to think, or 3, allowing yourself that time to be alone. So yeah, I think that sums it right on up. Go ahead and comment down below. Join the conversation. Go ahead and click the subscribe button if you haven't already, and join the family. Enter my lady cave. Every time I upload a video, go ahead and press that notification bell so you can be notified. Also, you guys, look in the description box down below so that you can follow me on Instagram. Like I told you guys, I'm an entrepreneur. I have a online women's clothing boutique. So if you would like to check it out, go ahead and click the link down below in the description. And go ahead and treat yourself, honey. So yeah, and that'll be another topic we'll talk about, is how to treat yourself. And so I plan to be an outlet in multiple ways while I'm giving all these suggestions. I'm not just wanting to give these suggestions. I'm wanting to actually be outlets. So I'm trying to create those things with that. So I have a boutique. So that's an outlet if you want to shop, if you kind of just want to get away. We focus on self-care and treating yourselves and being able to practice simplicity, but simplicity is much more than we think it is. Sometimes simplicity is great. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can do it however you want to, you can wear what you want, you can do what you want, but just do it with purpose. So yes, check it out if you get some time. Also YouTube, creating a platform on YouTube so that I can continue to create outlets. Next it'll be something else. So I'm gonna continue to create outlets. I'm going to continue to give you guys good content, give you guys ideas, give you guys options, because sometimes when we're in a bad space, we can't think straight and we can't get those options. So I'm here, honey, to give it to you. I will also be doing a lot of informational videos about different things, like how to start a YouTube, how to start your own boutique, how to, if you're natural, how to get your curls to pop, whatever it is, I'm your girl, okay? Come and see me, okay? I got you. And if you have anything that you would like to see or like to know about that you think I know, put it in the description box. Put it in the comment section down below so that I can write that down and get to that when I can. All right, so you guys have a wonderful, blessed, and prosperous day. Peace.